welcome to our math time. We are going to be taking what we worked on yesterday with that quick 10 strategy and adding some numbers. And parents, if you're watching, this is a video where you go, oh my goodness, finally we get to teach them the normal way to do addition. And I promise you, we've been building up to this for a long time, and this is the video where we put it all together. So I'm so excited for this lesson. All right, so let's review what we did yesterday, and then I'm going to show you how to do it with numbers, which is the way your parents would probably like you to do it, because this is the way they all remember, and we're so close to getting there. So our first problem is going to be 39 plus 26. And if you want to, you can do it with me on paper at home, or you can just watch this first one, and then we'll do the rest together. Okay, so this first one is 39 plus 26. So we're going to do what we did yesterday with our quick tens, and then we're going to add some numbers to it. So our 39, we're drawing our quick tens. How many tens do we have? 3. And how many nines do we have? Or how many ones do we have? 9. All right, so we're going to draw our 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now I'm going to change colors for my next number, 26. How many tens do we have? 2. And how many ones do we have? 6. 1, 2, 3, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to be really careful because yesterday during math I messed up with my dots, so I have to make sure I only circled 10, because yesterday I tried to circle 9. So even if I'm making that mistake, you make sure you keep count them and make sure you're not making those mistakes too. All right, so yesterday we added, and then we drew our answer under the line to show that that's our answer down there. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's count up our ones first. So I have 9 up here. 9 plus how many more will give me 10? 1 more. So I'm going to circle my 9 and 1 more. Now I have 10, and I'm going to double check because yesterday I made a mistake. So let's say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. I did it right this time. Thank goodness. So I'm going to take these 10 ones and turn them into 1 10. So they go down here, and they turn into a 10. And I'm going to cross those off. Remember, I counted those. They're moved over there. They aren't over there anymore. Okay, so now let's see how many ones we still have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and let's count up our tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 39 plus 26 is 65. So now we're going to take what we did with our quick tens, and we're going to use numbers. Okay, now you can write this with me, but this first time you can also just watch. Okay, so I'm going to write out 39 plus 26. Now notice, this is the same thing, the same numbers. I'm just writing them with the numbers instead of doing our quick tens lines and dots. Okay, so I still have 39 right there. I have 39 right here, 26 there. I have 26 here. Okay, but when you're doing it with these, it might be helpful to do both for a while until you get used to it, okay? So we're always going to start in the ones place just like we did here. So let's see, we have 9 plus 6. Well, we know we can solve this 2 ways. You can put 9 in your head, 9, and count on 6 more. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 9 plus 6 is 15. And if I have 15 ones, what should I do with them? Can I put 15 down here? No, because once you have a 10, you move it to the tens place. So we would move that 10 over here, and we usually write it on the bottom line to help us remember to add that in, okay? So just like we took 10 and we moved them over, we're going to move that 10 over. That's one way we can solve it. Another way you can think of it is you can think, I know that 9 means 1 more to make it 10, so you can even break apart the 6 into a 5 and a 1. Actually, I'm going to write that a different way. 1 and 5. So you can say 9 plus 1, that makes 10. Move it over there. And then I have 5 left. And I think that way makes a little bit more sense for the way that we've been solving. So I'm going to use this strategy for a little while, okay, until we get really comfortable with it. So I can see, okay, I took that 9 and 1 turns into a 10. I moved the 10 down here, just like we moved it right there. So now I have 5 left in the ones place. I'll make that so it's not sloppy. And then let's count up our tens. 3 plus 2 is 3, 4, 5. And then don't forget this one, 6. 65. Look, Both answers are the same, 65 and 65. And we did the same thing in both of them. We made our 1s into a 10 and moved it over. We made our 1s into a 10 and moved it over here. Okay, we're going to do both of these today, and then once you get comfortable with it, you can start just using this strategy, or you can keep using this one if you like it. Okay, but eventually you do want to be using this one more often. Okay, it helps it do it a little bit faster. So let's solve another one. This one I do want you to write along with me, okay? Because we'll solve 2 more together and then you'll solve 1 by yourself. So let's do 28 plus 43. Okay, that's the one we are trying to solve right now. Excuse me. So let's do our quick tens on one side, and then we will do the numbers version on the other side. Okay, so right now, you're writing it with me. Let's do 28 using quick tens. Okay, 28. How many tens? 2. So let's build 2. How many ones? 8. So let's build 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And excuse me, since you're writing with me, if you need to pause it, get it done, and then keep going. Okay, you can always pause me and keep going if I'm going too fast. All right, now we're gonna do our second number. I'm gonna do it blue so I remember it's my second number, 43. How many tens? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many ones? 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 43. I'm going to add them together and write my answer under the line. So let's do our ones first. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not gonna let them trick me today. 8 plus how many more do I need to get to 10? 8, 9, 10. I need 2 more. So I'm gonna grab 2 from down here and turn that into another 10. Okay, so I just drew that in there. I just drew another one in. I'm gonna cross this off. Now look, I only have one little 1 down there all by itself. And let's count how many tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 tens and 1 1. So our answer, 28 plus 43 is 71. Now, you should have this written. If you don't pause and finish, and then we're going to do our number version. We're going to do the exact same thing, but just with numbers, okay? So let's do 28 plus 43 equals, okay? So pause, make sure you have that written down. If you're ready, then you can keep listening. Okay. Now, we always start in the ones place. We're going to make sure if we have a 10, we're going to move it over. So, 8 plus 3, that's going to be more than 10. I know that's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm going to break the 3 down into a 2 and a 1, just like we did here. So I know 8 plus 2 more gives me 10. So the 8 and the 2, that's going to give me a 10. Some people put them in the top, but I like putting it here so I remember to add it. So I'm going to move it over there. Cross those off if you want to, because we already used it. Now all I have left is a 1, just like we did here, okay? Remember, we broke this 3 into a 2 and a 1, so that 3 is really not there anymore. We broke it apart into a 2 and a 1. So now we have 1 left. What's 2 plus 4? 6, plus that 1 more, 7, 71. Okay, this is the trickiest part, is your ones. So if you're having problems with that, you can draw them out, okay? To make sure that you're making your 10, putting it over here, and then whatever is left stays in the ones place. Let's practice one more all together, and then you're gonna solve by yourself, okay? I'm really excited to see your work. Make sure you're paying attention and doing the best you can. All right, last one that we're solving together is gonna be 26. I wrote that way too big. I need room to do the rest of my work. 26 plus 67. 26 plus 67. There we go. Okay, let's do our quick tens first. Remember, you're drawing it with me. So if I go too fast, you pause and keep going. All right, 26. How many tens? 2. How many ones? 6. This should be pretty fast by now. You should kind of know what you're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I do 67 in a different color. How many tens? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many ones? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm going to put my adding in a line. Our answer goes under the line. Now, this one's not as easy to make a quick 10. So I'm just going to have to count. Oh, actually, you know what? I just saw something. I was going to try to fill in one of these to make a 10, but look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 2 groups of 5. So I could just circle those. 5 plus 5 makes a 10, and leave the extra on the side. Ooh, I like that. So I'm going to move that over here. I'm going to put it over here just because there's not a lot of room. And then cross that off. Okay. Make sure you're caught up. Make sure your board looks like mine. If it doesn't, pause and get caught up. All right, now let's count. Our ones, we have 1, 2, 3 left. Let's count our 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoa, that's a lot of 10s. Look at that answer. 93. Almost 100. Wow, that's awesome. 93. All right, now we're going to solve it with numbers. And this is where it gets a little tricky, so make sure you're paying attention and working along with me. So let's solve 26 plus 67. Okay. Now, since these numbers are not very close to 10, the other strategies, when it was like a 9 or an 8, we could just break it apart and grab that and make a 10. With a 6 and 7, I would just add them up. Okay, so let's add up the 6 and 7. So let's we always put the bigger number in your head, put 7 in your head, and let's add 6 more. 7, oh, it's about full. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But we know, since we practiced on Monday, taking the number like 13, we know how many 10s and how many 1s. How many 10s are there? There's 1 10. Let's move it down here. Pretend like we did this. We're kind of doing this in our heads and moving it over there. And then how many 1s are left? 3. Okay, and look, can you see that that's still a 13? It is, it's still a 13. So we just took the 13, we put the 3 in the 1's place and moved the 10 right there. So our 13, 6 plus 7 is 13, it's still kind of there, but it's not put down here in the answer. Okay, now we're going to add our 10s. 2 plus 6. Well, let's start with the bigger one, 6, add 2 more, 7, 8, add this last one, 9. 93 is our answer. Woo-hoo-hoo. If you want to go back and watch again and keep practicing, if this doesn't quite make sense to you, you can always go back and watch more. If you think you're ready to go on and do this by yourself, you'll go to the next slide and you're going to solve a big number, 55 plus 37 on the next slide. And I want you to try to show your thinking with quick 10s and then with the number version. Okay, I'm going to be looking at your work, so make sure you do your best job. Don't just write an answer. Show your thinking. And I'll see you later for writing. Bye.